Tunde Babalola on marriage and relationship matter. It's another day, another beautiful Monday, another week. In the studio with me is no other person, Eunice. Orji. Eunice, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
It's another Monday.
Yes, so the weekend went so fast.
Beautiful, and then it was beautiful. So fast, so beautiful. Well, we are still on the issue of divorce. On divorce. Last Monday we talked about the ripple effect of divorce, but tonight we are going to be discussing on the topic how to avoid it, how to avoid divorce in marriage. Eunice.
Yes, I think we should just round this particular topic up
Yeah.
with tips on how to avoid
How to avoid
getting
divorce.
into trouble
It's
in
avoidable.
marriage. Yeah, it is avoidable. It is. It's just couples should learn how to, study each other.
But
Either before.
it usually looks like it cannot be avoided.
You see?
Because the people involved sometimes just tend to look at but this thing started on law.
Yes.
Why? I used to know a couple who we were looking up to them. You see both of them together, the way they play love, the way they work together, the way they talk. We were looking up to them, and only for me to hear in London that both of them were separated. Back to your tent, O Israel.
When they are courting, one is staying in Kafanchan, the other one is staying in Utuwenji. They don't know themselves.
That's right.
The real McCoy of marriage starts when they are both closeted in the same room, on the same bed,
Yes, now.
doing things together
Yeah.
with no airs. The girl is now forming and powdering her face.
Yeah,
The
but
real her is showing.
what do you have to say to those who have been in need for years, like 22 years in marriage, 30 years in marriage, and it still hangs on divorce? Why?
One of the things, or a couple of things, cause that. You see, patience. You must have patience. Because if you're not patient,
Patient for 22 years?
yeah, so some people don't have. They bear it. They will be bearing the consequences of their actions, and they will keep bearing it. They don't bother to understand themselves. Marriage takes a lot of work.
Definitely.
You have to work on it. You have to learn about marriage. You have to understudy your partner. You need to know who your partner is. You need to know what he likes, what she likes, and you within yourself, you now train yourself that
But Eunice, for 22 years,
haven't you seen those divorcing after 40, 50 years of marriage?
what's the cause? That's what I'm
You
saying.
see, there's a man that took his wife to court. They are around that 50, 60. Anytime I remember it, I laugh. They now ask the man, why are you divorcing your wife at this time? He says, I came back from work, she did not give me food. They told him that is not enough for you to be divorcing your wife. He said, I can no longer stomach it, I want a divorce.
So he's been bottling some things up.
But the real issue is not that she did not give him food. There were issues which he was
just looking for something.
So an excuse. An excuse. And if you check properly, maybe the woman did not give him the real food, not that food that he's telling people. Oh yes. And he can't say it in public. He can't even speak to the wife to say, okay, this is my problem. You see, everything needs to be discussed, including sex.
That's right.
Everything, you break it down. Your partner is a part of you. You talk about everything. In fact, communication makes a marriage.
Definitely.
If you're not communicating, forget it. You should be able to sit on the toilet seat and your wife will come there and you will not be ashamed that you are doing a major in the toilet. Your wife will stand there and both of you will gist.
Are you supposed to be ashamed?
Some people are. I'm
You are
telling
doing
you
it,
that some people do not know the shape of their husband's private part or their wife's private parts. They don't. And they're supposed to be worn.
You said shape.
Shape. Some cannot tell you, they can't explain how it is. You know, when you get married, somebody that lies on the bed with you every day, you should not be ashamed of the person.
Of course.
You should know where he or she has a mole on the skin, on the breast, on the butt. That's how close you are. That is how close you are. But people, I can tell you that 80% of married people don't know private things about their husband or their wives. I can tell you that some women cannot dress up in the presence of their husbands. Oh, some men cannot have a boil in their scrotum.
Wait. You mean when they want to, when they want to have sex now?
They switch off the lights. But that's what happens. They do it in the dark. If you want, let's bring some couple to this program and ask them. You will see. They switch off the lights. They switch off the lights. Majority of married people, I don't know about outside the world, though, but you see in this Nigeria, they switch off the lights.
So they don't make love in the afternoon. That's what you're saying.
Most people don't make love in the afternoon. They wait till midnight to go and do it. And that's why there's trouble. You are waiting till midnight. The wife came back by 10. She gave you food. And you are waiting to jump on her. She's tired. But the wise ones will wait. Maybe weekend or in the afternoon. They settle themselves properly. And that's the best. When both of you are okay. Or first thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning before she goes to work.
With what is happening, the situation here now.
You just give her one for the road.
People still rush out by 4 a.m. So how,
yeah, you can
how does one for the road story?
You wake up
when the man is... Because you want to give one for the road? Awesome.
You don't know when when the spirit comes upon you, you can't sleep sometimes. So
it's true.
You understand? You just become a vigilante. You're watching. Right.
You see, that's where this understanding and communication comes in.
Yes.
If the wife understands, no matter how tired, she will agree because she knows the man is hungry, right? Even if she's too tired, she can allow him to do scissors. Don't ask me what that is. You want to know, come to me privately, I will tell. But right now, don't ask me.
No, that the wife should do scissors.
Scissors.
Hey!
The man will be settled and they both go on their different ways. Simple.
Can you imagine?
You see, these things are what causes divorce. You see, the man will forget how he used to toast her those days. Ah, baby, how are you now? Oh, the gen shaking. He will forget. Instead, I should be a bull. He will be doing like a bull. And the woman will get angry. First time, he's angry. Second time, he's angry. Third time, what do you mean? I have to be begging you for this thing? It's not happening. You will go to your father's house. I'm not going anywhere. The next thing, boah. Frustration. But if they are communicating, if she understands him, she will know when he's hungry. Just like the cock and the hen, men behave like the cock. They will speak this language in so many ways. Sometimes they don't use vocals. They can stroke you somewhere. You know, the cock will be scratching and following the hen. The men have their own style. But if the woman does not have foresight, she doesn't know. She won't know when the man is demanding.
What is the second language?
The second language?
Yes, the second language in this matter. How to
knowing your husband or your wife's love language. Like I told somebody today, you must know her password. The person was asking, the person said that a woman that is an iron lady, how iron can she be in the bedroom? And I said that if you know her code, you know her password, then she will melt. Both of you will be speaking the same language. But if you don't know her code or her password, only you will be jumping around like a bull. You will not be carrying her along. Then she cannot shed the iron part of her. She will be kicking you and elbowing you. But once you know her code, you will melt that iron with your own fire and everything will gel. You know? But it comes with understanding. Husband and wife should learn to play. It is in the place of play that you know your husband and your husband knows you. Your husband will be able to express himself. He will say things that he will not tell any other person to you. The same thing with the wife. But if you are not playing, you are all rigid, he will be afraid.